in Minnesota in Secaucus when the Marlins were on the clock with the 7th overall pick. Braxton Garrett, left-handed pitcher out of Florence, Alabama. Rob Manfred at the podium. There's the selection, and joining us now is the president of baseball operations for the Marlins, Michael Hill, in the war room, the bunker. What are you guys calling your place of business tonight?
Just the draft room.
Nice. Tell us about Braxton Garrett, Michael.
6'3", left-handed pitcher of Florence High School. Athletic, lightning quick arm, very repeatable delivery, mid-90s fastball, arguably the best curveball in the draft, and a plus changeup to go along with it. Just a complete pitcher, and that's why we're so excited. We like so many things about what he could do on the mound, and we were extremely excited that he was there for us at pick number 7.
Can you compare him to somebody either in the system, as Prado lines it to right, someone in the system or someone in the big leagues, not necessarily in potential or all that, but just in the way he throws and what you saw?
I think when you look at him and you look at his athleticism and his ability to repeat, someone that he was compared to just from a mechanics and body size in our room was a Cliff Lee type of pitcher, just athletic, and when you see him throw, and I'm assuming you guys are throwing some of his video up on the board. A very repeatable delivery, a power curveball, and a plus changeup to go along with that mid-90s fastball.
Michael, any other surprises for you in the first 10 or 12 selections of the draft?
Well, that's what's always interesting about this whole process. You just never know what you're going to be looking at when it's your turn to select. We had Stan Meek and his guys did a tremendous job. They scoured the country and identifying these guys and putting the big board together. And really, you just see how it unfolds. All the players that were picked in front of us were good players that we liked. But as we put it together, we were extremely excited to know that we had Braxton going there and available for us at 7.
Mike, this is Preston Wilson here. Over the years in the draft, the talent goes up and down. Some years there's great talent all throughout. Some years it's less. Where does this year rank in the last few years as far as the talent pool in the draft?
Well, what's interesting, Preston, you know this as well as anyone, there's big leaguers that come out of all of these drafts, and your goal is to find more than anyone else. There's a lot of good talent at the top of the draft, and we'll get through the first round and the comp picks tonight. But really, in day 2 and day 3, there's big leaguers that are coming out of those on those days as well. So we're picking 40 rounds, and hopefully there's a lot of big leaguers in those picks.
Well, you talk about guys that aren't first-round picks that have success. One of those is at the plate right now for the Marlins, and Giancarlo Stanton. I know that was an interesting draft when you knew you had Stanton, but you thought you were going to get him early in the second, and you got him.
Exactly, and that's where you go with your guys, you go with your scouts, and the information that they have in terms of potential competitors that are on a player. We felt very good that we could get Giancarlo in the second round. We were able to, and that in any particular draft, you're just looking for as much talent, as deep as you possibly can. Be it Brian Ellington, who was a teen draft, or even an A.J. Ramos, who was drafted in the 20s. You're just looking to find as much depth and as much talent as you can, because as you see with those two guys, those are big leaguers that came through our system and are helping us win games.
How many names are on your list right now? I mean, do you have a database of how many players?
There are roughly, let me count here, roughly 8 boards, about 1,500 names.
Wow.
And it's just a wealth of information that our guys accumulate over the course. And it's not just the scouting season this year. I mean, we really try to identify and get to know these guys as early as possible. So you're following them when they're sophomores or juniors in high school and building that database because you want to have as much information as you can to make the most informed decision you can on draft night.
Michael, thanks for the visit. Congratulations on getting a good lefty at number 7 in Braxton Garrett. Thanks for the visit. And say hi to everybody in the draft room for us.
All right, guys, I will. And you guys score more runs and get us a W tonight.
All right.
We tried the first 2 nights, but we're hoping to bounce back here.
All right. We'll take
Michael.
the bounce back.
Thank you.
Guys. Thanks.
All right, Michael Hill, president of baseball operations. Marlins draft Braxton Garrett, left-handed pitcher out of Florence, Alabama. And his, Michael Hill's scouting report lines up with a lot of what I've read about him. That is strike 3 called.